Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Today we're going to check out a top 500 deck, but before we do so, just a reminder, please feel free to support the channel by subscribing down over there, following me on Twitch, as well as Twitter, and feel free to like me on Facebook. All right, so what do we have in the top 500? Anyone's guess? Anyone know? We are taking a look at Azorius Control. It's been a while since we've looked at one of these decks. Very excited to do this today. What do we have here? This is the list that we will be playing. This deck is probably primarily a best of 3 deck. It is by this loser 22, so THS underscore loser 22. It does run 26 lands, so pretty high for best of 1. Probably go down to like 24 for this one. A couple things to call out here. So if we look at what we have, our win conditions are going to be fairly interesting here. We do have Yorion, and we also have Shark Typhoon. So those are probably going to be the 2 major ways for us to get the damage through. We do have Omen of the Sun as well, so something you can keep in mind in terms of gaining life, as well as some 1/1s. Plus Castle Ardenvale to create that 1/1, and nothing, we're good there in terms of maybe the mobilization land, that kind of thing too. So all right, that's what we got. If you got questions, let me know. Deck list down below in the description, so you have access to it right away. Let's go ahead and talk about the sideboard, because a lot of you play best of 3, so this is going to be important. And also to open, where would you start? I would start with lands. You guys should know better by now, but that's usually where I go. Otherwise, it's going to be depending on aggro, mid-range, or late game what we play. Also, the kinds of decks. So let's see here. We got Grafdigger's Cage, so creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. So this shuts everything down. So you're going to play this against Bant, you're going to play this against Luris. There's a mono white deck that uses Luris right now. Enchantment decks, those kinds of things as well. So just be careful of those right now. They're still floating around. Next, we got Glass Casket. Oh, and Rakdos Sack decks and Jund Sack. So that's pretty important too. Sorry, can't miss that one. Glass Casket. Where would I play this? You're going to want to play this against things like mono red aggro. You're going to want to play this against anything that's got a lower curve. So mono green. This is another good one, and mono black as well. And again, this is only creatures. I have made that mistake before, so just calling that out so you don't forget either. Ether Gust. Oh, and this does shut down Euro. Ether Gust. So this is great against red or green decks. So we have things like Bant, we have mono green, we have mono red, we got Jund, we got Rakdos, all those fun things. So anything in the sack realm today, this is a great card for you to have in your sideboard. Dovin's Veto, same thing against any of these decks. Mirror Match, any of the Planeswalker decks. This is great against the Simic ramp decks as well. This is great against the Simic decks as well. Dovin's Veto, where else? Flash decks, I'd also play this against counter magic decks. Those are some good ones for you there. Next, we got Baneslayer Angel. So this deck actually runs 2 of these. I'll update it for you so that you have the correct list. And what I just put Aether Gust in here for now. And then Flying for Strike, Lifelink, protection from demons, protection from dragons. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Where would I play this? Well, any deck that plays demons and dragons, but obviously this is a great finisher for us, which this deck slightly lacks, but we can obviously sideboard this puppy in to help close some games as well. So you could play this against Sack deck. You're gonna get some protection there. Where else could you play this against? A lot of the big stuff like mono green, mono black, any of the aggro decks. You could put this on the higher end of your curve, pull some of these other things out to get you there, like Elspeth Conquers Death might not hit a lot, so maybe you want to pull one of those out and put a Baneslayer in. Next, we got Heliod's Intervention. So this destroys artifacts and or enchantments. Target player gains twice X life. So this is big. I'd play this against Sack decks. I play this when you need life. And you definitely want to play this against Temur Reclamation. So the other ones that I missed here, this could be against Temur Rec, this could be against Temur Rec, and that could be against Temur Rec as well. So that's pretty good for you there. You may want to play this in the counter, again, against Elspeth Conquers Death. You got a lot of enchantments that are still being ran. So, all right, there we have it. If you got questions, like I said, let me know. Let's go play some competitive Magic. I think I'm Diamond Tier 2 right now, maybe? Tier 2, Tier 3, something like that. We'll hop into it and go to town. All right. So quickly, as always, just want to say thank you very much for your support, your feedback. Whether it's your first time or 100th time, please feel free to support the channel, as I mentioned down over there, by subscribing, and all the other ways that I mentioned as well, liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter or Twitch. All right, looks like we're ready. We're playing Pocket Sevens. I don't know about that. I'd sooner have Pocket Rockets, but hey, that's them, not me. All right, I like this for a couple reasons. We got a Shatter already. We got enough to get Shatter going. We have Narset. Lots of things we can do here. So I am going to stick to this against the Pocket Sevens here. And we'll see how this goes. Oh, either sack or mono black. Probably going to be a sack deck. I'm going to keep that one for now. So good news is we can delay. What's interesting is this deck does not run Brazen Borrower. That's a big one for us. So we can go 3. We can go that. I think we do this first. Well, if we keep that one, it's going to draw. So I want to keep looking there. So we'll get a chance to wipe the board. We'll get a chance to put Birth on there. That's a lot. That actually helps us. I will keep Shark. I'm going to dump that one. Now, I guess the thing that I did forget to mention with Shark there is the lovely piece of it is if we keep casting other spells, we can activate the Typhoon. So that is also going to be a win condition for us that we absolutely cannot forget about. All right, pull another one of those. We will absolutely be putting down Shark Typhoon next turn.
Interesting technique.
Especially since they're going after Narset. I feel like I really want to play that, but I don't think that's the play yet, so we'll exile. gotta do this.
I was not prepared for this. My prowess is unmatched by my peers.
We will grab Teffi, Master of Time, and pass. Still looking okay right now. Could use some life. We will play that normally.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Ooh, I need the life. That's tough. I think we do. I'm just slightly worried about the life gain here. I'm gonna do that for now. Perfect, because that's going to trigger for me. Thank you. And I will keep that up for now. There we go. All right. Check. Number 1 with Azorius Control. Diamond Tier 2 moving on up. All right. 2 more wins. Maybe we'll hit Diamond 1. So that worked out well against a mono black deck. Let's go on to our second match here with our top 500 Azorius Control. So a little bit slower games, play style as well. They got to think through a little bit more there. They probably weren't thinking on the Elspeth Conquers Death that we could pull back in and reset the board, which was really nice. We go first here. We get pull. We got birth. We got casket. I like it. We're going to keep it. Got a lot of things we can leverage here. Now, this deck's going to struggle against things like Simic Flash. For sure in counter decks. Mono red. Going to be a tough match. It can be a tough match anyway. Let us see what we have on the board. I'll keep that. I'm keeping that for Torbran or Annex. Light up the stage. There you go. So we got Omen of the Sun we can pop in here, which is going to be big. Now we need a land. a board wipe card. Could just wipe them. It's a lot though. I don't want him to be pulling more of my cards though. That's the reason why I did that. Put that on the bottom. That's what I was waiting for. So far, no Castle Ardenvale. If we get that, we're going to be in trouble. Or Torbrand. I think we're going to be in trouble here. Yeah, they got just enough to get through. And we don't have first strike. Oh, shoot. Too much. But we didn't really have a choice. If we would have, played the board wipes there, they would have had 4 damage, so it would have been dead actually a turn before. That is a bad matchup for Azorius Control, absolutely. Which I'm not surprised in best of 1. So it is one of the top decks right now for that. So all right, here we go. On to our third match with our top 500 Azorius Control Deck. Let us see if we can bring home the bacon here against Blazing Iguana. And it's a bummer too, because we were first. We're first here again. I like this, but we don't have a lot of the stuff that I want. But we're going to try it because we got 2 of these bad boys. And we can keep that. Let's get to 4. Mono green's going to be an interesting matchup for us as well. Keep that for right now. So that's good. So we haven't got the other Teffy in. Actually, either Teffy's in both these matches. So it could mutate, yeah, and destroy that. Now, we do have Elspeth here, which will be helpful. And that's what I'm going to bait.
I train every day. No one keeps an open mind.
Oh.
We still have much to learn.
So they're not going to have anything else that has haste. So I can keep questing Beast on. I'll need to drop Teffy. It's not going to be lethal for us yet.
What rightfully belongs to it. My, how you've grown.
Not yet. That is unfortunate, but we might be okay. Oh, that's a bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer.
Their claws, you're done.
And we lost some ground today, unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our Azorius Control Deck, though. I think it's important. Again, great deck for best of 3, not as strong in best of 1. Stay tuned and check out. I'm going to put together a tier list here soon, so please feel free. Subscribe to the channel, stay up to date on things like that. But here's the list again that we ran. If you got questions, comments, let me know. This is a top 500 deck right now in Magic the Gathering Arena and Mythic. So here's the sideboard. Again, call out 2 Baneslayer Angels. I would have played this against Mono Green. Maybe against Mono Red too, having it on the higher end. That would have been helpful. You know, I could have used Shark Typhoon a little bit differently. The game that we did win, played it just fine. A little overzealous on the shatters, but could not hold up against green there. So, all right, Planeswalkers, there you have it. Again, please don't hesitate to reach out if you got questions. Let me know what you think of the deck, things that, you know, the top 500 decks should maybe do differently. But great deck all around, latest Azorius Control. You guys stay safe. I'll see you again soon, and stay tuned. Mythras out.